All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the icon, and true author folk on earth and true sincerity, man. It's a quick lesson. Hopefully, through the spirit is edifying. It's basically going into the Lord. The Lord don't require much, man. Hey, when you come into this truth, and you feel and realize that the Lord really don't ask us to do too much, man. What to sacrifice, well, our kids or your job or anything that you have for this short period of time to get eternal life, man. And you got people crying, you got people falling out, even though it probably was ordained for them to fall out. But when you get in this truth, you have called. And guess what? That's the first step, man. When the Lord called you into this thing, you should acknowledge that the Lord had called you. Some people He don't call. So when you get into this thing, you're supposed to give your all, man. The Lord don't really require too much, man. On a daily basis, read, go to class, go to the line and teach. These things is not hard, man. The Lord said that. He told Moses, "Don't put no other god before me, man. Don't call no other god by their name. Acknowledge me." And here we got simple niggas that want to do what they want to do. That YOLO spirit. When all the Lord asks us is to follow Him, man. Right? And let's get some scriptures proving that, man. Because the Lord told us, man, if we forsake all, what we's gonna get, the reward for to giving up all on this side is abundance that you're gonna get in the kingdom, man. And you gotta believe that, man. These things you have to believe what the Lord is gonna do, man, because He don't require much, man. And let's get the require first, and then get to the glory, the reward. This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So guess what? All throughout your whole life, hey, what you supposed to do is fear the Lord, man. First and foremost, people out here don't fear the Lord. Hey, the scriptures say when you fear the Lord, it's the beginning of wisdom, man. Instruction, man, of how to walk, how to be. These people out here is foolish, man. They don't consider the Lord. They don't think that the Lord do these things. They don't give the Lord honor and praise. And the Lord is very pissed off at these people, man. And it said keep His commandments, man. And what's some of the commandments, man? Hey, walking the laws, keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, man. This the whole reason why we over here in captivity, man. Because we didn't hearken into the Lord by power, man. Let's get that real quick. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the Lord, the voice of the living power, to obey. To observe to do all these commandments and His statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee, man. And on your own time, you can go into some of the curses, but a lot of these curses was that we was going to be on the low, on the bottom, man. On the bottom. That Esau was going to rise up. The other nations were going to be over us, man. All because we didn't obey. Because we couldn't do simple things, man. Like keep the law. And that's all the Lord required us to do, man. Let's get some more scriptures, man. This Romans. Because yes, the Lord required us to teach, man. All He said, man, when you read Ezekiel 3, He said, go out and warn the people of me. And people have a problem with that, man. Feeding the people. And you should willingly do this thing, man. to want to do this thing for the Lord, man. Because the Lord said that it's a great reward. He's not marked to forget your labor of love, man. Remember the Lord, you showing that you love the Lord, man. What did he tell Peter? He said, man, if you love me, feed my sheep. So a lot of these people don't love the Lord, man. A lot of these people is fake fucking, man. It's bullshitting, man. And if you love the Lord, you're going to show it on your day-to-day actions, man. Let's get this. It's Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, be them by the mercy of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable servant, man. It's our reasonable servant, man. To give up, to sacrifice, man. Yes. So what your wife or your kids don't want to go out on Saturdays, man. If that's your camp day, man. Do it afterwards, man. Or do it on another day. Don't put nothing above the Lord, man. The Lord come first. You got to remember that, man. This is small requirements. Yes. Guess what? You might lose your kids. Yes. You might lose your wife. But I guarantee they're going to all come back if the Lord wanted to be, man. If you're a man of the Lord, everything is going to fall in place. And sometimes it's not. But so what? See them in the kingdom, man. So you rather serve them or make them your wife or kid please than the Heavenly Father? He'll destroy you, man. We have to keep sacrificing and giving up for the Lord, man. Let's keep going. This Luke. This Luke 17. Or Salaki. Luke 17. And verse 10, man. It say, so likewise ye, when you shall have done all these things which commanded you, ye we are unprofitable servants. We have done which are our duty to do, man. So this is our duty to serve the Lord, man. To do videos, to read, to go out and preach, to exhort our brethren, man. To warn the people. It's our duty. It's all the Lord asks. Because guess what? The enemy have been a hedge around us, man. So we have to, in order to get out this, we have to return to the Lord, man. So that the Lord can lead us, man. Not taking things on our own matters. Thinking that we got it. We're going to sink even more. And let's see, man. What the Lord say if we forsake all, man. It's Matthew 19:27. It said, then answered Peter and said to him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have for therefore? And Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in a regeneration with the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. Ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And that's a heavy burden in itself. To be the rulers of the earth, to be king, to have rulership. Sit back and think about that, man. Think about the condition you're on right now. You're on a low estate. In a regeneration, when the Lord turns, you're going to be on high. It say, verse 20, and everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sister, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life, man. So you're going to get everlasting life and 100-fold. You're going to get way more than what you got on this side, man. On this side, you got all type of hell. You're getting hell with your wife, hell with your kids. Things is out of order. Unrighteous decrees. Don't know what real rest is. And in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna get all that in a hundredfold, man. No, more than your heart desire, man. More wife, if you, more than likely you're gonna have a hundredfold wife, hundredfold kids, all these things, land, sister, brother, all these things, man. But you're gonna be the head. Who said you don't want that, man? Scripture say let's get it, man. This John, I believe the 12th out there. It's John 14:1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in Yahweh, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, man. So the Lord is preparing a place for us. The ones that willing to sacrifice. The ones that really willing to give up all. That's beautiful, man. The Lord said He's not going to drink wine until the kingdom of heaven, man. Imagine how that wine is going to taste. We're going to be in our mindset. The law is going to be in our inner parts, man. It's a greatly sacrifice, man. The Lord don't require much. Just to teach this word, man. This Luke. This Luke 14:21. So that the servant came and showed his Lord these things, and the master of the house being angry said to the servant, go out quickly into the streets, and to the lane of the city, and bring hither the poor, and to the maimed, and to the halt, and to the blind. That's what we're supposed to do, man. We're supposed to heal these people, man. Show the people their way. Verse 22, and the servant said unto the Lord, it's done that thou have commanded, and ye there is no room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them in, that my house might be filled, man. So our whole duty, and its truth, is to feed the sheep until the Lord come back, man. That's the whole reason of servant, man. And if we do these things, the Lord is not slack to forget our labor of love, man. Let's get that, man. And we can close out with that. If I ain't mistaken, it's Hebrews. Hebrews 6, I believe. The Hebrews 6:10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love which He has shown towards His name, and that ye might minister to the saints and do minister, man. So the Lord is not a merciful God, man. The Lord gonna remember all the greatly sacrifice that you gave up, man, for Him. For Him. And that's something to really think about, man. The Lord don't require much, man. So, with that, I hope this lesson was edified. We're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim, the teaching the truth of the folk on the earth and true sincerity, man. Hey, man, if you find yourself slipping, man, hey, do more. Get back up. Because the Lord don't require us to do too much, man. It's not a heavy burden, man. These is things that we're supposed to be doing for the Lord anyway, man. To get so much at the end, man. Scripture say that it's better for the end of the thing than the beginning, man. So guess what? We're gonna get everything, just like Job, man. The Lord took everything away from him, and guess what? The Lord blessed him the latter end of him more than the beginning, man. And that's the mindset we're supposed to have towards the kingdom, man. So with that, shalom.